What's going on, guys? So this is just kind of a quick talk piece. I'm gonna do like a channel update because we're in the last month of the year. It's gonna be 2024 soon, if you can believe it. And I'm gonna be changing some stuff up a little bit, but really more on my end, not on your end. So I love taking the requests. That's why I asked for them. And I know I have some tutorials for songs that I still need to teach, as well as like talking about tones and things like that. I also want to do some more gear reviews and get into some of the other things that I've tested the waters with. But it needs to be a little bit more organized, and that's really on me, not on you guys. So I'm going to come up with a way of how this is going to go. Things are going to be more scheduled, like this type of video on this day of the week, this type of video on this day of the week, and I'll also have like a submissions list, things like that, and I'll be sharing all that info as soon as it's out for the channel. So thank you all again for all the support, for all the new subscribers, and all the people who have been subscribing and continue to watch and like and support my videos. It means a whole lot, so thank you guys for that. I really, really do appreciate it. It's been a crazy month. You know, the last video I did was it was on Halloween actually, and this video is on December 3rd, so it's been over a month. So I've been really busy. Obviously it's holiday time, which I've been busy with my jobs that I do, my work, and then some other stuff I do online and besides YouTube, and it's been like really busy, increased traffic because of time of year and things like that. And I had some health stuff going on and everything, but everything's okay. You know, we're doing good. So this is just kind of like a, hey, let's reset going into the new year. I'm still gonna be putting stuff out this month, but just want to get it like kind of more in line, so that way things are easier and streamlined and people know when they can expect things to come out and have better communication with people watching the videos. So that'll be coming up. Also, like I might do something where you guys can submit questions, because I get a lot of random questions like about gear that I'm playing in a video, even if I like list it. I usually, maybe not always, but I try to list like whatever I used in the description, or like, hey, like, you know, what did you, it could be an old video, like what were the settings on this? And I might not know, but I can try to find out. So I might just do something where you guys can have more of an organized like response system, just because I don't mind answering questions ever, and I try to when I get a notification, if I got a comment or like a whatever. So sometimes I'll get like a social media message, sometimes I'll get a comment on YouTube, but it's kind of like all over the place. Like somebody just asked me about the what the strat is, and I just kind of gave a explanation. But this guitar you guys probably see in most of my videos. It's kind of funny. I have a lot of gear that I use for different things. Obviously, like the DeLong stuff. I have a Neil Westfall ESP sitting right here because I use that for my band that plays in a bit of a lower tuning. I'm recording new Stoleaway stuff right now, so if you like metalcore and melodic hardcore and like heavier stuff, check that out. Appreciate it. And different, you know, various things. But this is like the cheapest, one of the cheapest guitars I own. There's actually another Squire back here too. That there's a project, but I just did what I wanted to do to it, and it became like one of my favorite guitars to play. It's super cheap because it's a floor model that was beat up. When I mean it's super cheap, like I paid under $300 for this new 10 years ago, like 2013, I think. There's like a big scratch. You can't really see it on the camera, but in person it's really gnarly. It's like this long. There's some other chips in the wood. You can see there things like, it's hard to see on the camera, but there's a bunch of like little dings and stuff, and some on the face of the guitar, and some of that, like that scratch, that was on the guitar when I got it. So I think it was like Guitar Center was blowing out stuff that was beat up, like just floor models. I didn't pay much for this thing, so I took the money that I would have. It's funny story. I have a bunch of strats, and they're all like basically Tom DeLong strats. I have a couple of official ones. I have one that I rigged up. My white strat was set up like a DeLong, like his white sticker strat. It's a little bit different right now. And I actually have my first guitar I ever got is set up like a DeLong that's never been on the channel. It's just a Strat copy. But in like 2013, I got really into Smashing Pumpkins. Like it's always been a band that I liked, but I started like learning all the songs and buying all the records on vinyl, and like I've gone to see them a bunch. Still a band that I love, but I wanted like a more traditional Strat setup so I can kind of chase some of the Siamese Dream tones, which that's its own fucking like thing with fuzz pedals and things that I don't even really show on the channel, that I have like a box full of them over there, and that's like another thing. I had a custom one built for me, all kind of stuff, and if any of you guys are into that kind of stuff, we can go down that path as well. But it's funny because this channel, I started this channel a long time ago, like 2007, I think, which probably shows my age a little bit. But I started it posting goofy videos with my friends because I was like a kid who would take a camcorder, like just like a little one that I had to school or to like whatever weird skating and filming skits and stupid shit. None of that stuff's even on my YouTube channel anymore. But and then I just did guitar covers for fun, a lot of pop punk, whatever. Blink turned into the Super Heaven stuff because I was bored and I loved that record so much. So when that record came out, I learned the whole thing, and it's this guitar in those videos, like the covers, but it's just got stickers. It's really ugly looking. It's got like the original pick guard, which was just like white with I don't think it had a black, like any black on it. I can't remember. It was white, and it's a 9 or an 8 hole, not an 11. So you can actually see there's holes here that don't have screws because it doesn't line up right. It's kind of funny. And I think there's a Terror sticker on the headstock and like an H2O sticker, and I think there's a Pumpkins one, like a red Pumpkins one, whatever. And originally it came with like parchment, like cream colored like plastics, and these like 50s Strat pickups, and so that was all there, but I changed the bridge out to be a DiMarzio BC2 Billy Corgan bridge pickup that he had in his signature Fender. I have that pickup in a different Strat right now. It's really good, actually. I like it a lot. It's in my white Strat, so you probably heard that on some of the lessons or whatever since I changed it. But it's funny, like I just did those for fun. Somebody asked me for tabs. I'm like, I know how to read tabs, but I like don't really use them anymore, and there aren't Super Heaven tabs. I mean, there might be an Ultimate Guitar, but like there's no book you can buy as far as I know. And I was like, I'm not tabbing this out, like especially like typing it, and I'm just like, I'll do a lesson, and it caught on, and that kind of gave me a basis for this channel. So I appreciate being able to share like how to play songs or how to do certain things. So you know, that's all because of everybody who watches the channel and supports it, so thank you. But yeah, that's this guitar. And since probably like around 2015, I bought the pickup set. This is the lace sensor blue, silver, red set. That's what Billy Corgan had in his Strats during like Siamese Dream and Melancholy. And you know, I did the Pearloid pickguard a la Tom DeLonge. Like that's, I mean, he's not the first or only one, but you know, all my other Strats, I just like how it looks. I got the matching backplate. These pickups are kind of expensive compared to like just buying one humbucker, but I still think you can get all three for under 200, like $180. It's not really, actually not that expensive for all three. I did not change the electronics. I kept the stock ones. Got these knobs cheap, this switch tip cheap, and I think this pickguard is like an all parts one with the backplate for like 17 bucks. The DiMarzio strap, which I've had to fix and re-glue, and it's stock, man. Stock bridge, stock tuners, like the Kluson, like vintage style, but not real Klusons, and this thing stays in tune like a tank. And I switch tunings a lot. It's funny, like I've never had like I've set it up, but I've never had a pro setup on it. I might need to change out some stuff eventually, like, you know, if your washer gets worn down or whatever, but it's cheap, you know, Squire stuff. But like, it's so comfortable. It's got the gloss finish, which I like. I know a lot of people don't, but that dark amber color. And what's really cool about this guitar is it's a lot like the 70s, like thin line telly with the natural with the Pearloid pickguard. It's a one-piece maple neck, so there's no fretboard glued on. It's just the neck. Like, it's awesome. It's so comfy, easy to play. I like the Fender 25.5-inch scale length. That's what most of my stuff is. I'm very comfortable with that, so for me this is great. And it's just funny, like I grabbed this guitar, I have it sitting next to my computer here. I have written a lot of Stoleaway on it, which is my like heavy band. I've used it for Park and Main stuff. I record and write tons of demos with it. I use it for the channel, and it's just funny because I have like a bunch of Fender stuff and a couple like higher end Epiphones. I had a Gibson at one point. I got a couple of ESPs here, PRS SE. That's like, again, it's like not like a super cheap one. So I don't know, man. Like I just got lucky with this one, and I think it kind of goes to show like you have to just go try stuff sometimes. I know it's hard now because the internet kind of is taking over reverb and things like that. But I wasn't wanting a Fiesta red Strat. I got Mickey on there because it kind of matches. whatever. But I don't know. It's like it just plays great. These pickups are just thick and beastly. You can play like heavier shit on them. You know, you might want to use a few things to tighten up the bottom end. This bridge pickup does have a little bit of like it's not like a muddy bottom end. It's almost just like a little bit spongy. But that also is indicative of the tone that I have. I'm using a setup that doesn't, it's not super tight because I was playing more like rock stuff, like in the intro of the video. You can play pop punk on this thing, all kind of rock stuff. You could play metal on it. Like you can get this in black, and if you don't want it to be bright red, and put a black pickguard on it. I mean, it's just a great guitar. Then again, I haven't played just any of them off the wall. This is the one I have, and I got it in 2013. I ran the serial number, and I think it was built in 2010 or 11. So I didn't really even realize they were making these classic vibe guitars for that long. They must be doing really well, and there's clearly a reason for that. But for anybody who was wanting to know, like, that's just kind of like the little story behind this guitar, and it's important to my channel, so I just thought I'd talk about it a little bit here. And well, I gave the update since I got a few questions on it. I don't know, play what you like, you know. I think that there's a lot of weird, like, I'm a gearhead and nerd, and I've been down that path. I've owned so much shit. It's just like tone is frequencies, and a lot of it is, when they say it's in your hand, a lot of it is. A lot of it's how you dial stuff in. A lot of it's your ear. A lot of it's the room you're playing in. A big percentage of it is the speakers that you're using. Like, these are just my monitors getting picked up by the camera, so it probably doesn't sound that great on YouTube. But like in the room, it sounds good. Just KRK Rocket 5s, a little plug-in action. You know, sounds great. I love that squeal too. I can get out of here. Thing rocks. So yeah, I don't know. I think play what you like, play what feels good, play what sounds good, experiment, change pickups, try different plugins, try stuff that's cheap, save up and buy something expensive if it's what you want. Just be creative, you know, get what inspires you. So looking forward to finishing out 2023. It's been a really good year for the channel because it's the first time I've taken it semi-seriously. And when I may say seriously, I don't mean like, I mean in a way where I feel like I'm communicating with people and helping them learn things that they want to learn, and to me that makes me feel great. So appreciate you guys. Have a great holiday season, no matter what holiday you celebrate, or if you don't, you know, have a great December. And I'm looking forward to the new year and to doing a lot of cool stuff on this channel. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for liking and subscribing and just being really cool. I appreciate you guys. Peace.